What's up, guys? Have camera will travel. Travel within car and give good video. That's why I travel too. What's up? Here I am sitting with a camera in the car, driving. I said to myself, yeah, I think they need another video. Okay. Alright. So then I said, self, yeah, let's do a video on how you carry your gun in the car. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. What's up, y'all? Just acting a little silly. Look, man, if you can't live, laugh, and love, freaking you ain't living. Laugh a little bit. Get humorous. Chuckle, joke, do something. Anyhow, this video, real quick video. Look, check it out. How do you carry your gun in the car when you're driving? Okay, it's quite obvious that your hands are occupied by the steering wheel, the radio, the cell phone, the whatever. You can't be preoccupied like that, alright? If you are, you need a faster way to get to your gun. Okay? What I do and how I carry my gun is right. I don't see if I can see it. Can y'all see it down there? If you can't, I apologize. I'm driving, can't take my eyes off the road. What I'll tell you, excuse me, is that I carry my gun underneath my leg unless my holster is accessible from where I am sitting. It needs to be accessible from my seatbelt or from just anywhere. So, another thing that I judge how I'm going to carry my gun for faster access is the area of town I'm going into. Now, am I stereotyping? No. I'm using statistics, okay, where more crime is. Right now, I'm going into a crime-ridden city, so I'm going to place my gun at a faster point where I can access it. That way, somebody doesn't see me accessing my firearm, and they don't have time to maneuver, okay? Another thing of importance you got to think about. When I'm carrying my gun the way I have it now, up under my leg, there's a couple things that matter. First of all, it can be quite uncomfortable for the wrong person. Number two, you can have an accident and the gun go flying into left field. Okay? Does that mean it's going to harm you? Absolutely not. Glocks will not fire the gun I carry unless the trigger is squeezed. How do I know? I've seen some pretty mean tests performed on Glocks. Okay? With all that said, like I said, I'm keeping it short this time. I just want you guys to carry your gun in a manner that's suiting for you to be able to get to it if you're in a car. Alright? We know that we can get to our gun if it's under our t-shirt or under our jacket really fast, standing up. But what about sitting down? Have you practiced drawing sitting down? Have you practiced drawing from inside your car, properly clearing your dashboard, properly clearing your steering wheel, properly clearing the areas in which you think you may encounter a bad guy? Remember, a bad guy most likely is not going to just stand in front of your car. So that's going to be probably the last scenario that you want to practice most. Most of the time, I don't know if you see this little space behind me right here, alright, is where that bad guy is going to come from. That means that you're going to have to maneuver backwards to engage that threat. Okay? Now, a lot of different things you can do. I can perform this maneuver here. Alright? I can perform other different maneuvers. This is really not about maneuvering. This is more or less talking about where to place your gun for easy access. Alright? Just keep that in mind. Keep your gun ready and accessible to you no matter what the condition and what scenario you are in. In your car, it is your domicile. Okay? Now, another thing to consider is state laws. In the state of Georgia, we can carry a gun anywhere in the car we want to without a gun license. Alright? Or you could be like me and have several pieces of coverage with your gun and have several licenses that will cover you no matter what. But if you're in a state where you cannot carry the way I'm carrying it, get yourself a darn concealed permit. Alright? It's very imperative of you to be prepared for that darn fight when it happens. Alright? You got to win the fight, which means you have to be legally prepared and everything else. Understand what happens when you have to utilize this weapon. Okay, a lot of people think that you're just going to be okay, you're going to shoot through the glass, and that's going to be it. I happen to have tint on my windows. You may not have tint on your windows. If you do not have tint on your windows, what does that mean for you? That means that your windows could shatter from the blast of the projectile and the muzzle blast of your gun. Depending on the type of rounds you're carrying, may have a high flash signature or a low flash signature, which can cause more sharding of the glass and different things. You have to be very mindful of all of these things. Don't just believe that I'm going to shoot through the glass, nothing is going to happen to me, blah, blah, blah. Steve, how do you know this? Because I've done it. Okay? I shot through glass in training. Never once in real life, but I shot through glass in training. This big old truck, can't even see the green light. I shot through glass in training and know the results of what it feels like to have that sharded glass come back on my hands, come back on my face, and to feel all sliced up. It's almost like if you would take your hands, go into the attic, and dig through that fiberglass. What's going to happen to your hands? Exactly. You feel like you're all sliced up by these little bitty ants cutting you up or something. That's exactly what it feels like when you shoot through glass. Okay? And that's on a lower scale. I can't guarantee what's going to happen when you shoot through your glass. Okay? Glasses are made differently than the cars that we shot out of. We shot out of some older model cars and probably about 2000 time frame cars where glass could be made a little bit different here in 2013. So know your area, know your car, keep your gun accessible, and that's been another in-car session. Make sure you check out EPSTA.com. Use your common sense, your mindset to say, hey, what is everything that I need to be thinking about? And I might have missed something, but you need to be thinking about everything that you possibly need to be thinking about where it comes to considering pulling your gun out in the midst of your vehicle and actually firing that trigger. All right? Because it's going to be a lot different than doing it on a square static range. I can assure you. And just for normal purposes, don't sit in your driveway and do this, because somebody's going to call the police on your butt. And you're going to say, well, the video said I should practice. Yes, practice in a safe environment where nobody's going to be feared by you pointing a little toy gun or airsoft gun. You hear what I'm saying? Airsoft, not a real gun, throughout your windows and practicing those moves. All right? It's been great. Have a great one. Another in-car session. Remember, be blessed. You know I love you. And always do what? Win the freaking fight. Peace out.